This is a woman who's gone viral on TikTok with a message for her fellow white women. Watch.
This is a message for every single person who looks like me, specifically white women. It's time. This is no longer about politics, and you get to right your wrongs of 2016 when you didn't put a woman in the White House who was overly qualified. Now's your chance. You did not stand behind Black women, people of color, immigrant families, differently abled people, none of them. You said, I matter more than you in 2016. Not anymore. You have the chance to again put an overly qualified person in a seat that they absolutely deserve because they are willing to go to bat for you and everyone around you. This is no longer about red versus blue. This is our lives that we are playing with. And the piece that you have control over is who you vote for in November. You need to find a spine.
Shut up.
To stand up.
That's good. You know, she says that this is a message for anyone who looks like her. And so, you know, I watched that. And at first I thought, that's kind of weird because if you have a message for Chris Farley, it's a little late. But then I realized she was talking about her skin color. And it's not a joke or insult, by the way, against her. By no means, I was truly confused at first. I didn't understand what she meant. I was a little confused. No offense to her or Chris Farley. May he rest in peace. Anyway, here's all I want to say. I know that white women, specifically single white women, are overwhelmingly Democrat, overwhelmingly liberal. But I just have to ask, as a woman, don't you ever get tired of this crap? Like, don't you get sick of it? This never-ending guilt trip? It's relentless. And I know we've established that white men, lowest on the totem pole, right? We are the most villainized group in the country, in the Western world, by far. We know that. But it's not much better for white women. And you could even make an argument that, like, in some ways it's worse. That white women, even though white men, it's almost like as white men, we're hated so much that we're just kind of written off. We're a lost cause. So we don't get lectured nearly as much. That's at least the advantage, is that there aren't as many lectures to white men because it's just assumed that we're all a bunch of cavemen bigots, and so they just leave us alone in our caves, which I'm fine with. Like, fine, just give up on me. Perfect, please do. I am a lost cause for you people. There's nothing you can do. White women, though, I think are not spared the lectures, and oftentimes, so they're getting lectured constantly by non-white liberals, but then there's also a lot of this, where you have one of your own, like, talking down to you. And it never stops. It's a little bit, the dynamic, it's like, I'm trying to think of a comparison. It's almost like, think of a Full Metal Jacket, the boot camp scenes, and the way that the new recruits were treated. Old school Marine Corps boot camp, Parris Island, just being cut down constantly, you maggots, everything, just being cut down, abused. And so that's like what white women are in the left-wing world. Whereas white men, we're the enemy. So in a way, we are ranked lower because we're the enemy. We're the ones that you're, training to go out and kill. But a lot of the negative energy on a day-to-day basis is focused on those white women, the new recruits who are just sitting there, standing at attention in boot camp, the drill instructors walking down the barracks, just cutting you down one by one. Hey, you over there, just insulting you. But the thing is, at least if you're Full Metal Jacket recruit, like you can get through boot camp and you can move up the ranks. But as a white woman, you never get through it. This is what you are forever. You're the new recruit maggot, and it just will never stop. You're always at that level. And I also had another, I don't think we have the clip, but you kind of compare this to the way that women are talked about of other races, like black women. So there's a clip of Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago now. No better than Lori Lightfoot. In fact, he is more woke than Lori Lightfoot was. And anyway, he's talking about the Trump thing with the National Association of Black Journalists, and he starts talking about like the majesty. He starts to say, well, Trump he ran into the black women, the majesty. I forget what the exact term was that he used, but he was talking about like the majesty, the mystical majesty and beauty of black women, talking about black women as though they are deities. And that's the way black women are talked about. But white, and then you compare that to how white women, even white women who are on their side, who are on the left, how are they talked about? Yeah, these are not deities. You're just like scum. Everything is your fault. Everything. So black women are beautiful goddesses, queens, right? What are white women? Karens. It's actually the one group that has a slur like that that's common parlance, and you can say whenever you want. Even white men don't quite have that. Yeah, I mean, there are slurs you can use about white people and men that, that you can say that and you're not going to get in trouble, but there's nothing. Karen is the one. It's like the one kind of race and gender-based slur that's household usage. It's like everyone says it and it's not an issue. So black women are queens, goddesses on high. How dare you disrespect them? When you're in the presence of a black woman, you better show your respect, damn it. And then white women, these Karens. There's like another Karen again. God forbid a white woman is upset about anything ever, or is in a position where someone's actually being rude to her, so she stands up for herself. Automatically, you Karen, shut up, Karen. And all of that is coming from the left. It's all coming from them. So if they hate you. They absolutely hate you. And if you're on the left and you're a woman, you hate yourself too. They hate you. They want you to hate yourself. It's just gross. Free yourself of that stuff. So that's my little pep talk for white women. If you'd like to see what else I have to say, you can access my full show by going to dailywire.com or by going to the Matt Walsh Show Twitter page. Hope to see you there. Godspeed.